If you're a photographer looking to make a few extra $100 every month to help pad your revenue in the slower months, well, we've got 6 different things for you to try.
And thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video.
As much as we hate to say it, Instagram Reels can actually be a pretty decent way to make a little extra cash. You're gonna need to make sure your account is either a professional or creator account. And right now I believe it's only available in the US and India. But once you enable bonuses for Reels, you can start earning some money. Get your screenshotting fingers ready because here's how Instagram will pay you. If you're a bit hesitant to make short form video content like we are, well, I didn't realize I was gonna have to stand to put that on. If you're a bit hesitant to make short form videos like we are, our advice is just to embrace the format. There isn't gonna be a lot of substance in these videos, you know? There's a bottomless pit of short form videos for people to scroll through. You have to give people a reason to watch your video, so keep the pacing quick and hook them in immediately. The good news is you don't need a lot of followers to start making some decent money. Your Reels will reach new people who don't follow you, and if it's a really great Reel, it'll start taking off. On my Instagram account, I got a $100 bonus for just 27,000 views. We've done a lot more Reels on Mango Street's account. For 1 month, we had 367,000 views and earned $134, which I would expect it to be more, but there's really no telling how much you're gonna make from Reels. We also got a $52 bonus from one Reel that has less than 5,000 views. So the payouts are tough to estimate, but if you're interested in reaching new people on Instagram and trying to make a little extra money,
embrace the dark side with Reels.
This is an obvious tip, but a lot of photographers have started offering hybrid photo video services. So if you have the gear and the know-how, this is a really solid upsell. Back in 2015, Rachel had a client that she was doing photo work for on a monthly basis, and they want to start incorporating video. We did 4 shoots for them across 8 months and added $14,000 in additional revenue to our bottom line. Not bad at all. If you're a pro at shooting product photography, landscapes, people, grandmas, whatever, consider teaching an online class on a platform like Udemy or Skillshare. Maybe you have another skill like painting or accounting or music production that you could teach as well. The most important thing to consider here is having good audio. If the audio sucks, I'm not sticking around, and I know other people feel the same. And since you're a photographer, hopefully your lighting and composition are on point too. It does help to have some sort of following online that wants to learn from you, but if the topic is interesting enough and the content of the class is good enough, well, you have a pretty good chance of making some decent money. Just to give you an idea of what our Skillshare classes earned, which is not typical by the way, this class was promoted by Skillshare when it was released, but it went live in October of 2020 and has a little over 10,000 students. We also did a live session where we did photo editing. So altogether we have just over 11,000 students and have earned $18,000 in teacher royalties. So not a crazy amount of money over 2 years, but it helps pad the bottom line. This is a topic we've covered before, but a lot of people think stock photos look like this and earn you like 10 cents a year. Now it is a saturated marketplace and you are competing with all of the free stock sites out there, but guess what? People are still paying for stock images, at least until AI gets better. Rachel is a contributor on Stocksy, which is a highly curated stock photography site, and I'm moving my work over to a website called Stills, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. In our first video on stock photography, we showed you which kinds of photos worked well for stock, and then went out and did a 30-minute shoot for the purpose of uploading to Stocksy. We sold $1,400 in photos from that shoot, and the maybe 2 hours of work it took to do so was done a long time ago, and those photos are gonna continue to sell into the future. Of course, the key here is 2 parts. First, you have to have your work uploaded to the right platform. Something with no barrier to entry and a lot of competition is probably not gonna be the best idea. You're gonna be competing with a lot of different photographers out there, and they're probably not gonna pay you as well. The second part is figuring out what types of photos and style work well for stock, and then taking the time to shoot and upload it. Now, most videos like this suggest starting your own YouTube channel, which of course you can. I mean, that's what we did, obviously. But post 2018, it can be really hard to stand out, get those first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours that you need in order to monetize it. Plus, maybe you just don't want to be a YouTuber. Well, you could do work for other YouTubers. And while it probably won't just be straight up photography, a lot of YouTubers are looking for thumbnail designers. So if you have an eye for design and the Photoshop know-how, you can book a lot of gigs designing thumbnails. Take a look at ytjobs.co. Lots of people looking for thumbnail designers. And while it's probably not a ton of money, I bet it's not that hard to make an extra several $100s every month working for just a few of these channels. And if you learned how to edit video, that job has never been in higher demand. A few months ago, I was doing video editing gigs on Fiverr for a video on my other channel, and I received a lot of messages from people looking for ongoing video editing work for their YouTube channels. And you can see here on the job board, there are a lot of opportunities to check out, and they are almost all remote work. If you have a lot of experience building a photography business in a particular niche, well, you could teach other people how to do it in one-on-one coaching or mentorship sessions. Now, you don't need a lot of people following you, you just need the right people. If you're a food photographer that's worked with a bunch of different restaurants in your area, well, you could teach other up-and-coming photographers how to do the same in their markets. Start by outlining everything that goes into marketing and outreach, pricing, communicating with clients on the job, the actual shoot and post-processing, and handling invoicing and follow-ups. Then think back to what you didn't know when you were first starting out and all the lessons you learned the hard way. If you can teach people what you know so they don't make those same mistakes, well, darn it, there's a lot of value in that, and there's no doubt someone would pay you to learn that. You could book hourly sessions on Skype or Zoom and have them book you directly on your Squarespace website, which reminds me.
If you've watched our videos before, you probably know that we are pretty big fans of Squarespace. We have been customers of theirs for years, long before this YouTube channel even existed, and still have our 3 Squarespace websites going strong. Usually we do something off the walls for our ad spots, like fake our elopement to trick my mom, spoof old MTV reality shows, or do our best Peloton commercial parody. But I wanted to let you know about some new things cooking over at Squarespace. If you're a photographer looking to diversify your revenue streams, check out their new member areas. This allows you to sell access to gated content like video classes, digital downloads, or newsletters. Frickin' sweet. You can also showcase your photography with Squarespace's professional portfolio designs. Customize the layout, look, and feel to make it your own. Also, you can schedule and book appointments straight from your website. You need to lock in client meetings? Well, they can easily see your availability and reschedule if needed, making your life a heck of a lot easier. And if that wasn't cool enough, you can save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain when you go to squarespace.com/mangostreet, or just click the link in the description.
So to recap, create Instagram Reels, offer video services, teach a class, shoot stock photography, do remote work for YouTubers, and offer one-on-one mentorships. Oh, it's slippery. I feel like a little kid. Hope these tips help you make a few extra bucks, because you never know when your roof is gonna leak and you'll need a new one. Bye.